Hi everyone. In this screencast I want to show you the Finish app. And this is a great app for a lot of reasons. One of that it was created by some high school students in Denver, Colorado, and I've linked in the YALSAblog post to info about that. And the idea of Finish is that it's a to-do list app. And the high school students realized that sometimes they and their classmates had trouble keeping up with what they needed to do, so they created an app. How awesome is that? So here I am on the main screen of the Finish app, and I have nothing. You see, I have no tasks. That's not really what my life is all about. So let me show you how this works. If I tap in the top right up here with the plus, I can add a task. So what do I have to do? Write YALSA app of the week post. And notice that's a pretty long name, no problem. You can tap and hold any task to view its full name. So what it's telling me here is that when I look at this in my to-do list, it's going to be longer than it's going to be shorter than it actually is, but I can hold on and I can tap and see it. I love these on-screen directions as you do things. That's really great. So I'm going to now go next, and it's going to give me a due date. Well, the due date is, I'm recording this on the 16th, and the due date is the 17th, right? Also, App of the Week post is a short-term task, 0 to 1 day. Now, here's the thing. One of the features that the developers of Finish decided needed to be included was to be able to determine the term of a task, short term, medium term, long term, and when you set up your Finish, you get to decide what those limits are, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to create task, and now I have my first short term task. It's due tomorrow. If I hold down like it told me, notice that what pops up is Write YALSA App of the Week post due tomorrow. Now it's saying I have no more short-term tasks. I'm going to do another one that's a little bit longer. I'm going to do one about get ready for the next YALSA virtual town hall. Get ready for next. Again, it's going to be long. YALSA virtual. I guess I have a lot of things to do that are long names, and I'm going to then do next. Down at the bottom, I'm going to tap next, and I'm going to give it a due date, and the next virtual town hall is May 21st, so I'm going to put it there. It's long term because it's more than 4 days. I have set up my tasks. Short is 0 to 1. Medium length is 1 to 2 to 4, and 4 plus is long. I create task, and now it's added. So now you see that 35 days from now. So that's fantastic because this counts down, right? So every day I can see when my tasks are going to happen. Now let me do a medium task. So I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to do, what do I want to do? Get ready for class. We'll just say that. And I'm going to do next. And I'm going to make it, let's see, let me make it the Friday the 19th. Get ready for class is a midterm task, 2 to 3 days. Create task, and sure enough, there it is. So I have one of each kind of task. Now, as I add them, they will show up within each section, right? So let's just do one more so you see how this works. I'm going to do another short-term one. I'm going to do Write YALS editor column. And I'm going to do next. Again, a pretty long name, and I'm just going to make it do, again, I'll make it do the 17th. It's a short-term task. And now you see how they show up. So I've got one due tomorrow, and if I hold it down, it's going to show me. I've got one, that's another one. I have one more short-term tasks. Tap or swipe down to expand. So see how that works, and then if I tap again, so you see the most current ones, and then you get a longer list. That is awesome. I just love how that works. It's so simple and so clean. Now let me just show you a couple other things. It's so simple and so clean. If I go to settings, I can have the focus mode. So it shows the most urgent task in each time frame. If I turn this off and do done, look what happens. They all show up. So when I want to, I see both of them now because I turned off the urgent mode. If I go back and turn the focus mode, not the urgent mode, and go done, now it goes back to this. So you see the most recent one when you've got the focus mode. If you want to be very focused on what you need to do next, that's a really good thing to do. Now task count on icon, if I do that, let's see, I'll show you what that happens. I have my sounds turned off. Now here's where I can change the term lengths, right? So I have set short term to 0 to 1 days. Now I can make short term 0 to 4 days, and are you noticing the other ones change with it, right? So when I go plus, the midterm goes 3 to 4 days, and the long term goes 5 plus. So it will change based on how I do this. Now if I want to just make this, I can't make it less because what short term is, but I can make this one more and it updates the long term. So I go set term lengths. I won't get notifications when existing tasks slide up through these new time frames because I've changed things, because you get notices when time frames change. So if something goes from midterm to short term, you get a notification of that. So you're like, oh, this is no longer sort of in the future. I can change the start week, and I can follow the people who put this together as on Twitter and things like that. Now if I do done, notice what happened. My short term, now I have 3 in my short term, 1 in my long term, and no more in the midterm. Long term, when it gets to be in the short term range, will go up to short term. Well, when it gets in the midterm range, it will go up to midterm, and then will go up to short term. This is a very simple app, but a great one to keep track of what you are doing and what you need to do. Also a great one for teens. Remember, it was created by teens for teens. And think about teens who are using their devices, who might want to take out of their pocket, see what's coming up next, what they have to do on their phone, and then also be able to add things really easily. It's just a very simple app that's easy to use and a great tool for teens and anyone else. Enjoy using Finish.